Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you are listening to this video, I appreciate it. It's just Lee here, aka your Get Money Girl. I want to come on here and talk about the stimulus, the second stimulus package, which was passed at the end of December. So it hasn't been long ago that the $600 stimulus was passed, and many people have received their checks. Some people have not. Some people are still waiting. So I want to talk about different groups that may be still looking for their checks and what the IRS is saying that you need to do. So let's start with SSI and SSDI. So if you're an SSDI or SSI recipient, there's plenty to know about the second stimulus check, including what to do if your first or second check never arrived. If you're a part of the SSI or SSDI programs, short for Supplemental Security Income or Social Security Disability Insurance, the IRS has said that you should automatically be eligible to receive the first two stimulus checks. They are talking about the $1,200 check, which came out earlier in 2020, and the recent second stimulus $600 payment. If you are a part of both of the SSDI and SSI programs, you did qualify to receive your first and second stimulus as long as you are not claimed as a dependent on someone else's tax return. Also, your household income cannot exceed the threshold of $75,000 for a single person, $112,500 for the head of household, or $150,000 married. Those who are receiving railroad retirement and Veterans Affairs benefits should also automatically qualify for a stimulus payment. Let's talk about if you did not receive either your first or second stimulus payment. According to the IRS, people who receive Social Security retirement, SSDI, railroad retirement benefits, and supplemental security income, as well as Veterans Affairs beneficiaries, you were all eligible to receive both payments. Now, with the first stimulus check, it is possible you might have had a payment garnishment for child support, or you had to pay a specific kind of creditor. But the rules did change with the second stimulus check. And it also could be that the IRS made a mistake. Let's talk about what to do if either of your stimulus checks is missing. If you receive SSI or SSDI but still haven't gotten a stimulus check in either round, especially for the first one, the IRS may still need more information about your eligibility. In order to receive that money now, you will need to claim the additional amount when you file your taxes. And you can also use the recovery rebate credit. Even if you don't usually file taxes, you will have to do so in order to get those funds. Yeah. Also, if you registered with the non-filers tool by November 21st of 2020, the IRS says you should have received the payment by now. If you missed the November 21st cutoff date, the IRS says you can still receive your payment in 2021, but you do have to file your federal tax return. Now, there are some cases in which people received a letter from the IRS confirming that their payment was sent, but they actually never really got the money. So if that's your situation, you need to contact the IRS to request a payment trace. If you have not filed a tax return in the last several years and you received the federal benefits, including SSI and SSDI, as your only form of income, you were not required to file a federal income tax return in 2018 or 2019. Now, under the CARES Act, you were still eligible to receive a stimulus check, and you should have received one automatically. There is no need to file a simple tax return as the IRS had originally said. Let's talk about how you should have received or would expect to receive your stimulus money. Most SSI and SSDI recipients didn't receive their first payments via direct express card, though it is usually what the government uses to distribute the federal benefits. Instead, the payment should have arrived through a non-direct express bank account or as a paper check if you didn't have your bank account information on file with the IRS. Now, this time around, the IRS says on its website that the SSI and SSDI recipients should have gotten their stimulus check money the same way they received their first stimulus checks, possibly even faster, as the IRS already has the payment system already set up. Now, for those who received the first round of payments via Direct Express, they should have received the second payment the same way. If you receive SSI but not Social Security benefits and did not file for taxes in 2019, the IRS will automatically send you your payment the same way you normally receive your SSI benefits, such as by direct deposit or direct express card or paper check. Let's talk about the children in terms of the stimulus check. If you have children that are under the age of 17, they are 16 years of age or younger, they'll contribute and receive $600 towards your household's second stimulus check. The third stimulus check, proposed by President Joe Biden, would make dependents of all ages eligible for that money that applies to the household's total payment. So not just children under the age of 17. That would also include older adult relatives and college-age children as well. Let's talk about the money that you did not receive for your dependents. If you use the IRS's non-filers tool from May 5th through August 15th of 2020, the IRS should have automatically issued the catch-up payment for your dependents in October. If you received your original stimulus money by direct deposit, you should have gotten the catch-up payment the same way, and others would have received that in the mail. If you filed your missing dependent money by November 21st, the payment should have arrived by the end of 2020 in the same way you received your payment, likely by direct deposit or by mail. Now, if you missed that deadline to get your catch-up money, your check will be included on your 2020 tax return in 2021. In order to check the status of your dependent's payment, use the IRS's online tool tracker. You should also get a letter in the mail letting you know that an additional $500 per qualifying child has been issued. Okay, the last group that I would like to clarify some information for would be those of you who are SSI or SSDI recipients and you live outside the United States. If you are a Social Security beneficiary with a foreign address whose monthly benefit is deposited into a foreign bank account, you'll receive your stimulus payment as a check in the mail. The IRS does not deposit money into foreign banks. The IRS planned to start sending the first raft of checks to those recipients at the end of July 2020. If you live abroad and receive your monthly benefits through a U.S. bank, you should have received your first payment by direct deposit to the account by the end of July as well. It isn't clear what will happen to this group with the second check, but if it wasn't distributed by January 15th of 2021, it will have to be claimed as a part of your tax return. Okay, I hope that you guys found this information helpful. Those of you who are or know someone who is a recipient of SSI and SSDI benefits. I don't see a lot of information with regards to stimulus in detail for those individuals, so I wanted to come on here and let you guys know in particular what you can do and how to address any issues that you may have if you have not received your benefits. Okay, if you would like to read any of this information comes from cnet.com. So go to cnet.com for more information about the SSI and SSDI with regards to stimulus. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content. I will come back with more content relevant to business, funding, and grant opportunities. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.